For every race you see, there are months of training that you don't. The hard work happens when no one's watching. The goal is simple: turn all that hard work into something that looks easy. Today, all those miles will finally mean something. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I will be running the Inverness Half Marathon. We're about a week out from it now, so I'm quite glad to have got to this point because the training has been quite intense. So I'm looking forward to tapering this week and yeah, seeing where we are come race day. Training for a road race like this can be very repetitive. Many of you will know from training for a half marathon or marathon, it's a lot of the same stuff and it's all just working towards whatever goal you've set yourself. So for me, in this race, my goal is sub 1 hour 20. So it's a lot of focus on that and it's all working towards achieving that goal. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, this training block has been tough. And when the majority of the running is on tarmac, fast speed work, it does take its toll on your body, mentally as much as physically. I've previously had problems with my IT band in my left leg, and yeah, that sort of started to flare up just over a week ago. So as hard as it is for me to take rest days and days off, usually it's even tougher this close to the race. But I did listen to my body, and I have learned from previous experience that it's just not worth it to push through. So there's been sort of an extended taper to this race, but I'm hoping that the disciplined, consistent training that I've done before I picked up the injury is going to be enough for me to deliver the time that I need on race day. And although I have been resting more, I'm still doing sessions in the gym, so I've been doing the cross trainer quite a bit, layering up in the cross trainer just to try and get my heart rate as high as possible, which has been better than doing nothing, and my leg seems to be quite happy with that. Same with sessions in the sauna as well, just to get the heart rate up. But yeah, overall just taking it a lot easier than I would have been. I was really enjoying just having that target to work towards, and it was just unfortunate that maybe I overdid it slightly. So it's definitely a lesson to learn for the future for training. The stretching and the strength training is just as important in the training block as running fast. So we're obviously into the week leading up to the race now, and there's been a bit of paranoia setting in, thinking, have I done enough? Do I need to run again? Do I need to do something else? But I think it's all about just trusting what I've done, having faith in myself that my legs are going to have it on the day. And so for race day, I wanted every advantage that I could get. So gave me another excuse to get a new pair of shoes. But my race day shoe for Inverness is going to be the Asics Metaspeed Sky. So yeah, these are the Asics Metaspeed Sky. Lightweight, aggressive, and built for speed. They got a full-length carbon plate for propulsion, responsive foam that gives energy back with every stride, and they're designed for runners who lengthen their stride when they pick up the pace, which is exactly what I do when I'm racing hard. There's two options. There's the Metaspeed Sky and the Metaspeed Edge. The only difference is the Sky is for lengthening stride and the Edge is for increase of cadence. So for me, the Sky is the perfect one. But what makes me most excited isn't just the shoe, it's all the miles I've put in, it's all the hard work in training. And now, combined with a super shoe, I'm just excited to see what I can do on the day. And a big part of this training block has been some key sessions that have really sharpened me up. So sessions like 7x2k at just below target half marathon pace. So those long reps that sort of force you to stay strong, especially in the later sets. 3x2k at target 10k pace, and then straight into 3x1k at target 5k pace. So yeah, that sort of teaches my legs to change gears, especially when the fatigue starts to creep in at the end. And again, something different, 5x1k into 5x400 meters. So shorter, but a lot sharper. The mix of the sustained effort followed by speed really gets the legs going. And then other tempo ones like 3x3 is my go-to. Sitting right on that threshold, learning how to hold the race pace when it's feeling uncomfortable. So those are just a few key workouts that I've been doing in this training plan, sessions that get my legs running at all different paces. So from VO2 max to threshold sessions to controlled race pace sessions. Hi guys, just back from the track there, trying out the new race day shoes. Yeah, first impressions, they're just unbelievably fast. Super lightweight, super thin upper to them, but lots of cushioning. Obviously a bit unstable when I was walking in them round the heel, but that's obviously not what they're designed for, and they really come into their own at higher speeds. So yeah, test run went well, and excited for the race day now. So yeah, now I've got a new pair of race day shoes to add to the collection. I'll talk you through some of the other shoes that I've got that I use for different runs and different workouts. So for my long runs and my easy runs, I use the Asics Nova Blast 5s. Yeah, absolutely love that shoe. Super cushioned, really, really comfortable, just easy on the legs and just good for putting the miles in. But also they're actually, if you want to pick up the pace, they're responsive, and they're just a great all-round shoe. So yeah, I've had a pair before and I'll buy a pair after these give in. So yeah, a great reliable shoe. And then for my tempo runs and my interval sessions, I use the Adidas Adizero Boston 12s. And yeah, they're really good. Another great all-round shoe. It's not got a full carbon plate in it. They've got like these carbon rods, a lot more responsive, a lot snappier, but it doesn't ruin your legs for training like a full carbon plate would. So yeah, it's a good mix of looking after the legs, but also getting them running at the higher speeds needed for the races. And then previously my race day shoe was the Nike Vaporfly 2s. Only ever used them on race days, really. Never wore them in training. So yeah, they've got a good few miles in them now, but now I've got the Asics Metaspeeds. The Nikes will be demoted slightly to probably using in intervals and in thresholds, probably replacing the Adidas. So yeah, that's basically my shoe rotation at the moment. Something cushioned and comfortable to get the miles in, something slightly more responsive for the workouts, and something super fast to send it on race day. guys, so made it to Inverness. The train journey was lovely. It's been a beautiful day today, so the scenery was really nice coming up, and it was only about 2.5 hours, just over that, and I managed to watch the Scotland-France rugby game as well, so that was very enjoyable. I've just checked into the hotel as well, which is nice. But yes, I'm just out for a wee walk now, just to stretch the legs from sitting about most of the day today. So I actually did the Inverness Half Marathon 2 years ago, and at that point I was aiming for sub 1 hour 30. So we've come a wee bit in a couple years, and yeah, I think I ended up running 1 hour 26, so I actually smashed that goal. It's a nice course, it's relatively flat. I think in total it's got about 100 metres of elevation, and it's sort of gradual. Just remember quite a steep downhill around the 9 mile mark, and I was quite grateful for that at that point. So that's about all I can remember, but relatively flat and fast. Yeah, the game plan tomorrow is pretty simple, and that's just run every kilometre at 3 minutes and 47 seconds. So sounds pretty easy, right? I think the biggest struggle will be the start. Like everyone, the whole race day, the adrenaline, the atmosphere gets the better of me, and I start far too quick. But with tomorrow, I want it to be a more controlled effort rather than just blasting at the start and just holding on for dear life near the end. So not comfortable by any means, but I want to feel like I'm in control of the race. Once I get the first 5 kilometres or so out the way and I settle into a rhythm, then I'll be fine, but I think the start will be the hardest bit for me. So yeah, the race starts at 11:30 tomorrow, which is very reasonable. Means I can get some breakfast in the hotel and just not be rushing about too much in the morning, which is always nice. And the weather's looking good as well, very similar to today, so it's going to be dry and about 10 degrees for most of the day. Just heading back to the hotel now, gonna get changed, and then gonna go to an Italian and carb load. As well as carbs, I've got a nutrition plan for tomorrow, and I'm just gonna take a precision hydration gel, 30 gram every 6 kilometres, and I've got a spare one if I need it. So usually does me well in the half marathons, so should be all good for tomorrow. Good morning guys, it's a beautiful morning in Inverness. Just went down, had my breakfast at the hotel. Nothing fancy, just stuck to my granola and natural yogurt and a good few coffees to get things moving this morning. But yeah, slept pretty well last night. My watch says I got like 9 hours. Yeah, feeling fresh and feeling good for today. So yeah, this training block has been a lot more focused, and it's all working towards one thing, and that is hitting that time. So yeah, the hard work has been done, and now it's time to enjoy all of that hard work and see what we can do. So yeah, just out for a nice wee shakeout run this morning with a few strides in it, and yeah, just making my way down to the start line. Inverness Half Marathon done. Got the medal, got the finisher's t-shirt on. So yeah, we completed it in 1 hour, 18 minutes and 47 seconds. It's absolutely buzzing with that. Smashed the sub 120. Absolutely perfect day for it as well. Light wind, beautiful sunshine, nice and cool. So yeah, that helped as well. It was quite a narrow start. Got caught behind a few people. I was a bit further back than I probably should have been. So the first kilometre was a bit slower than I was planning, so that sort of got in my head a wee bit. But made up for that after the next few K and got into a good rhythm early on. So I felt quite controlled during the race until about 5K out from the finish, and then it was just giving it all I've got. My cardio actually felt good all the way through, but my legs were just struggling with 5K to go, so that's probably due to the fact I don't do so much strength training in my training, it's just all running. So definitely something for the next one is to look at including the strength training into my training plan, just so my legs have still got it near the end. So it's been a couple days since the half marathon and I've had some time to reflect on the race. And yeah, I'm just so proud of myself and proud of all the hard work that I put in to achieve my target. Luckily, my IT band held up during the race, and apart from some sore muscles the following days after the race, it looks like I've come out of it injury-free, which is a massive bonus because now we're straight into marathon training. So much of the same as the last couple months, just a lot more miles, a lot more time on feet now. But if I've learned anything from the Inverness block, it's just to prioritise the strength training and the stretching and just look after my body in general during the training block. So just over 5 weeks till Manchester Marathon. Inverness was a good test to see where my fitness was at. But now it's just about riding that wave of the fitness that I've gained and taking that with me to the start line at Manchester. Just want to say a massive thank you for all the support shown on my previous video, all the comments, all the advice for my upcoming races. So if you haven't seen it, check it out on the channel. And while you're there, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss me attempting to run sub 2 hours 50 at the Manchester Marathon. So I'll see you in the next one.